Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel once again. So today we are looking at volatility 10 index, and looking at it from this weekly time frame, we can see the market has been bearish, creating lower highs and lower lows, and then currently the market is creating a structure here on the weekly time frame. We have a structure right here where the market pulled back to possibly create a lower low, sorry, a lower high. I can't find my arrowed line. Okay, which is this from this point here, you can see the market sold to this level. I think this is a kind of a pullback, or probably the market wants to continue the buys, but we can't confirm that yet. All right, so looking at this structure, the market is still bearish as it is on this weekly time frame, but nevertheless, when you go down to a much lower time frame, you will find opportunities to take some buys even when the market is bearish on the daily, on the weekly time frame. All right, so all we need to do on this particular time frame is to take is to try to mark out some important zones in the market. If you can just try to zoom out a bit, and you'll be able to spot some zones that are very important to mark out on the market on this chart. All right, so one of the zones I think is this particular one right here. This is actually a zone in this market, and then we have some market reactions around this zone previously. You can see previously we had some buys activities around here, sell activity, market broke, tested and bought, and this is a breakout, retest and buy. The market bought here, the market broke through it, came back. So I am seeing a possibility that the market will also buy again from here based on the way it is forming the structure and with the way it got to this level. All right, so but we can't confirm that yet. So meanwhile, I can see there is another zone right above it, which is this zone right here. Let's see, this is a zone. Usually we use a rectangle to mark out these zones clearly, but for the fact that for the fact that this is a very high time frame, if you mark out with zones, mark out the zones with a rectangle, they're going to get too large when we go to a much lower time frame. So I decided to use these horizontal lines to mark. All right, and also there's another zone down here. There's another zone right down here. Wow, automatically it fixed itself, it placed itself right there. This is zone. Why I see this as a zone is the fact that market bought from here. You see, after market broke out of this line, you can see there was a pullback with the one bullish candlestick. Then market sold, then finally bought and broke above it, came back to retest with one candlestick too. If you remember the breakout and retest strategy I've been sharing on this channel. All right, so you can see the market bought massive. So these are very important zones on this market to on this chart to look at. Then let's go down to the 4-hourly time frame, and also before then you can see the trend of the market overall is bearish. Like I mentioned earlier, you can easily place a trend line just like this, all right, to possibly guide you with the direction of the market. All right, so we have this right here, we have this. Okay, then what is there again is we'll have to go down. I don't really need this trend line based on what I am looking at, although let me just leave it there. Let's leave it there. Now you can see that the market is giving us this lower highs and lower lows. This is the lower low the market formed, then this is actually lower high, the lower high. Then we're expecting the market to do what, to do some massive sales to the downside. Then we have to go down to the daily time frame to see some opportunities that can possibly be available before this actually happens. All right, you see right here on the daily time frame, we had considering the current structure of the market, we can see there was a very nice buy opportunity here. Market bought up to this level, and then it started selling just like this, creating lower highs and lower lows too. And this lower highs and the lower lows, you can see the movement of the market is not impulsive. It's like a kind of a weak movement. You have too many daily candlesticks around here compared to what we have here, and also compared to what we have here. So mostly when we have this kind of structure, it indicates that there's a weakness in the market, except maybe the market decides to break through this particular zone that has just been created here, then we see it to continue to sell. But most likely the market will want to buy, maybe to get to this level here before it sells again. All right, so let's go down to the 4 hourly time frame to look at that. Meanwhile, let's just mark this structure to see what we have on the daily time frame. Let's mark out this structure on the daily time frame. All right, so you can see that. Then we duplicate this, we place it right here. Okay, so I do not want to have too many lines on the chart. To avoid confusion, I will want to take this weekly trend line out. So I've taken it out, and then let's focus on what we have in the daily time frame. So, and also now we have to go down to the 4 hourly time frame to see how to, if we can have a better view of what we have right here, because you can see all these things within, maybe lower highs and lower lows within here, and to give us an idea if there's been a change of character, then we will know, okay, the market possibly wants to buy. Although I can see a possibility, I can see something that is very possible, that the market has broken a particular zone. So let's just check the 4 hourly time frame. All right, so on the 4 hourly time frame, this is what we have. This is what we have. The market has been creating, the lower highs and the lower lows are very obvious right here. And the recent, one moment, let me zoom in a bit. Okay, so if you look at here, we have, after market formed this high, from this high we had a lower low here. Then since this lower low was formed, market did not break it until this particular low here. So then it pulled back. We have another lower high here. This lower low, this is the lower low. We can see this valid lower low, and this will be the valid lower high at this point. And you can see there's a change of character. There's been a change of character at this point. The market pulled back here, and then, so what I'm expecting the market to do now is, since there is a change of character signaling the change in direction, change of direction of the market, then we can then look for a particular zone the market had bought previously, and that zone should be somewhere around here. Looking at what we have here, okay, looking at what we have around here, there's a very high chance the market might sell down to this level to start the buys. The market might sell down to this level before we look out for any strong buys. Okay, why am I expecting the market to get down to this zone? Is because this is where the market had bought nicely, very nicely previously, and you can see the impulsive buys it did from here. Market bought again from here, market sold from here, so market bought again from here. So it can possibly get down to this level before it starts buying. All right, and also if you look at it, you will see that the market also bought around here, too. All right, so if I want to zoom out a bit, I'll take out this horizontal line and use and mark it with a zone. I mark this level with a zone. So if I duplicate this and then put it somewhere here, you'll see that there is a zone around there too. That zone we marked with a horizontal line. We can use a normal line to identify it. Okay, so then let me zoom in to see what we have there. Okay, you can see that we had the market bought from here, bought from here, bought from here, tried to sell from here. You see the rejections around this zone and the sells. So there's also a chance the market can buy from this current level here before getting down here. All right, and also let me use the Fibonacci retracement tool. I want to confirm something. All right, this is a low and a high. Okay, you see the market is actually on the golden zone, so there's a chance the market can reverse from here to start buying. But if we want to consider this lower low the market created, because after this level here, okay, we had a change of character. There was a change of character here, I can see. So this is the more recent low that will be considered, although the change of character was very small based on the body of the candlestick that closed above this zone. All right, so we'll now wait for the market to give us that confirmation from here. Although for those of my students who understand the engulfing candlestick strategy, we can take a trade on the market closing on this zone. If the current 4-hourly candlestick closes on this zone, you can just take a trade and then set your stop loss right before below this zone, and enjoy the buys at least up to this level here. Or if the market kicks you out, you know the strategy, you have to wait, then look out for the movement of the market towards this particular zone. So there's a very high chance it can buy here, and also there's a chance that it can skip down to this zone. These are the two zones we are expecting. If the market misses this zone, it doesn't give us it doesn't work play out on this zone. If you're going to go down to a lower time frame for some confirmations, then you can't find the confirmations on this zone, then you wait. If the market gets down to this zone, the entry around here will be more better. The entry around here will be more better. All right, then you make some massive profit buying from here at least to this level right here. Okay, so that is a very simple approach to analyze this pair. And you see the market is actually creating higher highs and higher lows, so meaning it is bullish. It is going to be buying. It's going to be buying. All right, it's creating higher highs and higher lows. Let's look at it from this other angle. If I put a trend line right here, put the trend line right here, then I duplicate this trend line and I put it right above here, you can see we are having higher highs and higher lows right there. Okay, then so I can even take out this particular trend line, then we focus on what the market is giving us. So we see there's a very high chance that the market can buy from this zone, but the current candlestick has to close first before we think of taking some entries from this zone. Else we wait for it to pull back down to this zone, the second zone, before we take an entry. All right, it can decide to even close below this zone. If it closes below this zone, then it makes more sense. Then we have to wait for the market to come down to this zone. All right, as you may know, there is nothing like a perfect entry in trading. There's nothing so perfect. There's nothing is perfect about trading. So where you're even thinking is the perfect zone, the market might skip it. The only thing is that you need to have sometimes you need to have a plan B when you are trading. Based on your analysis, need to have a plan B. If this fails, it means this is going to be possible, then you just follow it up. All right, that's how it works. And there's a trade I took on multi-step 2 index. It is moving massively in profit. Just very simple analysis, just like this. If you go, let's check multi-step 2 index. All right, the market has pulled back, just something like this. You can see the market has been bullish, massively bullish. Then I took my entry right from here, I think since yesterday, and the last time I checked, the profit was, this is the minimum lot size, 0.1 minimum lot size that requires less than $4 to take the trade. It made up to $73 in profit. All right, now it has gone down a bit to, let's say, how much is this? About $63. All right, so it is moving massively, and I'm still expecting it to buy up to this level, guys. So this is a very simple approach. All you need to do is to determine the direction of the market. Like this one, the direction is very, very clear. If you look at it even on the daily time frame, you will see the direction is actually bullish. Then you wait for a pullback. As the market pulls back, you study it, then wait for some other confirmations, then you take your trade, set your stop loss accordingly, and make some nice profit. All right, you see, now one of the things people do not understand is the fact that this idea of actually the market can possibly buy up to this level here where I'm putting my TP, but I may not allow my trade to get up to this TP. If you want to understand, the most profitable traders do not understand what stop loss is. Risk management is. When you find a good opportunity, you enter with some good number of positions. Let's say maybe 5 positions, 10 positions, depending on your account size. Then the market is able to move up to, let's say, $30. You found this opportunity, and if the market moves from here to this level with the minimum lot size, you're making $116. Then instead of you to wait for the market to get to this zone to make the 116, how about you open multiple positions? You can open 10 positions and close your trade at $30. Close your trade at maybe even $20 or $30, and you are done. You make some good profit. You check the next setup, or the next day you check another setup, and these setups, they do appear almost every day on different pairs. All right, so it's not about holding the trade up to this level. It's about you making the profit you need, then you keep on withdrawing. You understand? So it's as simple as that, guys. All right, so if you want to learn more, click on the link in the description of this video to get to my Telegram channel. You'll find my direct contact there. Then you can reach out to me for a private mentorship. The July mentorship has already begun. All right, we started yesterday, but if you feel the need to still join us, do not hesitate. Just reach out as soon as you can, because very soon nobody's joining again till next batch. All right, so like this video, share your thoughts in the comment section, and also do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you've not subscribed yet. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay blessed. Peace out.